Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tadero's Newsroom, and I am your host, Tadero Bates II. This just in, Clark Atlanta University has been robbed of important belongings by one suspect between the time of 1 a.m. and 1:40 a.m. Police currently have 4 suspects whose names shall remain a secret, so we will refer to them as Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta. Now, police needs your help in finding the culprit and has asked the audience to use law of sines, law of cosines, and cell phone triangulation to help find the culprit. Now, what is cell phone triangulation, you may ask? Well, cell phone triangulation is a process by which the location of a radio transmitter can be determined by measuring either the radio distance or the direction of the received signal from 2 or 3 different points. Now, you may not understand it, but it's actually used quite often in real life by FBI agents and cops all over the world. Cell phone triangulation is used to track down criminals by using the signal from cell towers back to the phone in possession of the criminal. Now, here we have suspect Alpha, and we will use everything that I mentioned to you guys earlier to find out if he's really the criminal. Now, all the cell towers are located at coordinates 2000, 2000, 2000, 0, negative 2000, negative 2000, and negative 2000, 0, and they're all in units of feet. As we all know, to find an angle of a triangle, we can use the law of sines formula. Sine capitalized A over lowercase a equals sine capitalized B over lowercase b equals sine capitalized C over lowercase c. Now, this is going to help us determine the location of the suspects during these crimes. So we're going to take sine tower C, which is 50.71 degrees east of north, over tower D, which is 1590.56 degrees, equals sine C over 2000. Now, once you do this, you're going to have to take 2000 sine of 50.71 over 1590.56 equals 1590.56 sine of C over 1590. And once you work all that out, C will equal 76.7. Now, once you find the angles of all the triangles that were given to you, you're going to need a protractor to measure the distance between each tower to see where that suspect was at that specific time. So at 1 a.m., suspect Alpha was at Global Studies. At 1:10 a.m., he was at the Fine Arts Complex. At 1:20 a.m., he was at the Medical Center. At 1:30 a.m., he was at the library. And at 1:40 a.m., he was at Campus Housing F. So suspect Alpha could not be the thief. Now, the same rules apply for suspect Beta. You're going to want to take sine of 28.3 over 1935.5 equals sine of C over 2000, and then you'll get 2000 sine of 25.3 equals 1935.5 sine of C, and C will equal 78.46 degrees. But this time you're going to want to take your answer, which is 78.46, and add it to 28.3 to get 106.76. And you're going to want to take 180 minus 106.76 to get 73.24 degrees, and that will be A. And when you calculate each triangle for suspect Beta, you'll realize that at 1 a.m. he was at Campus Housing D or G, and at 1:10 a.m. he was at the Stadium, at 1:20 a.m. he was at Global Studies, and at 1:30 a.m. he was at the Amphitheater, and finally at 1:40 a.m. he was at the Food Hall, so this could not be our thief. Now, we're going to skip suspect Gamma for time's sake, but I'm still going to show you the work I did to complete his locations. Just know that he was not the criminal. And that brings us to our last suspect, suspect Delta. And it seems like suspect Delta is definitely our thief. She was at the wrong places at the wrong time each time. Now, at the end of the project, during the analysis of the investigation, number 2 says, after careful analysis of surveillance footage, it has been determined that the robbery at Global Study Center occurred at 1:25 a.m., which points the fingers right at suspect Delta because at 1:20 a.m. she was at the Global Studies. So there you have it, folks. Our thief is suspect Delta, and I will show all my work at the end, including the culminating task. Thank you all for coming to the show.